Yep. That stupid sound means this is the all Zerg group. Man, that voice is tiring. Yeah, this is ZVZVZVZVZVZ. You like ZVZ? Man, this group is for you, because we got 4 Zerg players in this group, and we're going to start it off with Hyuk versus Hyvaa. Yet another chance for Bisu fans to get revenge on poor Hyvaa. Yeah, Hyvaa's gone up against a lot of SK Telecom T1 players as of late. The latest one is Hyuk. Here we go, New Bloody Ridge. Except, down at the 8 o'clock position in yellow is Hyvaa. Hyvaa yellow. Hyvaa yellow, Hyvaa yellow. That means up at the 2 o'clock position in red is Hyuk. Looking Hyuky as normal in red. And I realized I forgot again to read the predictions in my last game. So let's read a bunch of predictions to make up for that fact. Oh, here's a great username. B133221333123111 writes, "Gotta pick the Hyukster. He's always unexpected and anything but boring to watch." I think it took longer to read his username than to read his prediction. But anyway. The Stalin69 writes, "Hyuk will Hyuk his way to the finals, but not before he endures the pain of a lower rung tiebreaker that will make the Korean Air OSL Group D tiebreaker seem like nothing. 23 ZVZs. Oh man, don't say that. Ugh. Okay, the spawning pool coming up first for Hyvaa down at the 8 o'clock position. Man, you might have just cursed me, the Stalin69. Ugh. Don't make me do that, man. Freaking tiebreaker. 23 ZVZs? No. So the spawning pool coming up for Hyvaa, and he did the extractor trick to get an extra drone. So I guess he doesn't want to go straight for his extractor yet. But Hyuk sure does. He wants to go into his lair. But we're going to see some Zerglings pop up sooner for Hyvaa. This is a 2-player map, so the Overlords are going to meet each other in the middle, and skirt by, get inside of the main, and know exactly where the other is. So it is pretty risky to do a 12 hatch or something like that on a map like this, because you're just leaving yourself vulnerable. If the player wants to go for a 9 pull, they know exactly where to find you, so you're not going to have the element of surprise at all. There comes the drone is moving out now for Hyvaa. Not exactly sure why. He's moving up, and he is going to expand at a weird location, it seems. Expanding in a weird location, not at his natural at all. So once Hyuk goes by the natural expansion, he's going to say, okay, he hasn't expanded, and then he's going to move on. But Hyvaa is expanding after going for a pretty early pull. As there's the lair coming up, Hyuk wanted to go right for his lair. He popped up the lair as soon as the spawning pool popped. A lot of popping. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, you're going to hear a lot of Zerg noises. Just a warning for everyone. Zerg noises out the wazoo in this group. Group Z. Alright. So Hyuk finally has some Zerglings. He's moving outside the front with some drones to help out. Since he knows he doesn't have as many Zerglings as Hyvaa does, he needs to bring in those drones just in case Hyvaa should get Cavalier and try to break through this choke. But it's a pretty small choke, so you don't need a huge Zergling arc to protect against an attack. So Hyuk does have that going for him. Not to mention, if he gets up this lair and actually manages to hold this choke, he's going to have a pretty big advantage as far as his Mutalists go, because he's going to have a Spire out much quicker than Hyvaa. See, Hyvaa just now started his lair, and now we have a complete Zerg, a second hatchery now for Hyuk inside of his main. We have a complete Zerg arc outside the front. He brought all of his drones back to the mineral line, and there comes a Spire for Hyuk. So Hyuk is going to have much earlier mutas, and this could pose a huge problem for Hyvaa. Hyvaa's going to have to find some way to get through that Zergling arc. He's going to have to sneak up, take out a Zergling, and run by somehow, because if he doesn't, he's just going to be behind in this game. Even though he put down his second base, he is going for his own Spire, going for the lair like that. He's not going for a Spore Colony build, but if he was going for a Spore Colony build, yeah, oh man, this could be very difficult for Hyvaa come to think of it. The observers are kind of looking around his bases saying, well, what are you going to do, Hyvaa? How are you going to survive this first Mutalist attack? Because the Spire, just about halfway done, it's crossed the halfway point. And Hyuk, he's moving up to the 9 o'clock position, so he's going to know what's up. I think he was pretty suspicious anyway, hovering around around the main, knowing that something was up. He sees the creep, he's going to see this hatchery, and he's probably going to attack soon. Well, he knows exactly where to go with his first mutas, probably over to the 9 o'clock base. There's a Spire for Hyvaa. He's going to be way behind. And here come the mutas off of 2 hatcheries for Hyuk. He did put down a second hatchery, so he's going to have quite a few mutas to do the opening. But Hyvaa is going to try to attack with Zerglings. He's coming in with some reinforcement Zerglings as well, so he's just going to try to end this basically with Zerglings by running by and taking out some drones. But this choke is so hard to break. Hyuk is doing a fantastic job with the Zergling arc. Look at this. Hardly any of his Zerglings have gone down, and Hyvaa has way more at this point. But, okay, finally the Zerglings have snuck by, but Hyuk is going to have to run around with the drones, maybe attack with the drones as well because he has his mutas out. To fight the Zerglings trying to take out the drones. I think they took about 2 or 3 drones in that attack, but yeah, all of the Zerglings going down. Now, I see, yeah, there's the evolution chamber, which means that spore colonies coming up now for Hyvaa. I think this is kind of a panic mode decision from him to go for the spore colonies. He needs something to protect himself, but it means he's running low on drones now since he spent those drones on the evolution chamber and 2 creep colonies, which means he's not going to be able to make use of that second base, really. So this is kind of a panic move from him to fend off the Mutalist attack. But it should work, since he does have 2 spore colonies, 1 at each base. That should keep Hyuk away for the time being. But once Hyuk catches on that the spore colonies are there, it's going to be bad times for Hyvaa, I have a feeling. He's just going to run in with more Zerglings to help out the mutas. But here comes Hyuk. He's going to run inside the main, probably spot that spore colony, maybe try to get around it. Let's see, the spore colony is... Actually, it's not close to the drone line. It's on the other side of the drone line, possibly just trying to scare away. Oh, some more drones going down inside of Hyuk's base, but Hyuk is over here. He's completely out of range of the spore. Look at this. The spore isn't even close to the mining units. So Hyuk, yeah, he's just focusing in on the drones. He sees the drones. He's like, yep, no more drones for you, buddy. No more drones. Not to mention Hyvaa has way fewer mutas, so I think, yeah, that is Hyuk's game. Even though Hyvaa did a couple of nice drone snipes there, it wasn't nearly enough. Hyuk just had the better strategy in this matchup. Ah, Hyuk. Hyuk on his way to victory. Alright. Well, this has been Nuke. I will be back probably tomorrow for more games. Gotta get up early in the morning for a dentist appointment. Alright. Hopefully tomorrow the games will be up. There will be some videos out there, some excellent quality videos like these today to view and enjoy. Okay, anyway, this has been Nuke. I will see you guys later for more commentaries.